And obviously it took a little bit to get through it and to come back.
And when you actually had surgery, is that right?
Yes,
when
sir.
did you get that done?
November 12th.
Okay. Was there a time during that process where you thought, man, I don't know if I can play again, or how serious was it?
You know, it was serious, and you know, they told me, you know, some people do come back, some people don't. That's just the reality of it. But you know, the whole time I had faith. I knew what the Lord was doing. I trusted Him. He took me all the way through it, and I believed. And you know, I'm just so glad to be back out here.
Did they ever give you like a condition or what, you know, specifically happened to the hip?
I mean, there's not really a specific name. It was kind of a unique injury of its own. Really, my hip joint popped out of place, tore things around, pulled off the sliver of the bone, quite a few things in there. So I'm just so grateful. The Lord's brought me a long way, so I'm glad to be back.
How close to the back you were a couple years ago do you feel like you are right now?
I'm really close. That's all I can say. I'm really close, and I'm excited. I'm really excited about what the Lord's doing. So, you know, it just takes a little bit out here, getting back used to it, doing some of the same cuts like I did before. You know, get back in the power, the drive. You know, obviously fine-tune with a little bit of the play stuff and my steps and stuff like that. But it's coming really quickly, so I'm really excited.
Is there any worry out there about doing it again, or?
No, there's no worry. That's one thing that I've learned through this thing is just, you know, be anxious for nothing, but just prayer and petition. That's what the word says. So I just pray, come out here, do my best, and let God take care of the rest of it.
Were there moments along the road where you thought you were close and then you had another setback, or was it progression the whole way?
It was really just a long progression. So really long progression. So I'm glad to be back out here and almost there.
I mean, would you say you're 80%, 90%?
I'm over that. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm getting close to 100%, so I'm excited.
How hard, difficult has this last year been since the hip injury? Because for a while it seemed like, when it first happened, you didn't think it was anything serious. You thought you'd be back pretty quick, right?
Yeah. It's been extremely difficult, really. There's been a lot of ups and downs. Downs and falls. There's been a lot of excitement, like I think I can do it, and then downfalls where it didn't actually go as planned. But honestly, I'm just grateful that it just took a lot of consistency and just believing and just trying to stay up in faith and belief in the Lord, and so I'm here back.
You feel like you got that burst back,
Yeah. It's there. It's really there. So we're getting really close. I'm excited.
At what point did you feel like you could possibly be back for that? I mean, what point were you sure that you could be back out here this year?
Honestly, I believed it the whole way. That's been my prayer, to be back for the season. So, there wasn't exactly a point. There was probably about 3 weeks ago, probably a month ago, I was like, this is really going to happen. This is really going to happen. I'm going to get back on the field and go make it happen again, and hopefully, give contribution to my team. So, I'm just grateful with the training staff, what they've done for me. They took me a long ways. They've been patient with me. They took me whole through it. Rex, he's going through a lot with me. Honestly, and my teammates just encouraging me. I can't say how much encouragement I needed, through the whole process. So I can't say enough to Coach Pinkel, to Coach Jones. They've really stuck with me and believed in me and encouraged me through the whole way. So
I couldn't hear what exactly was the nature of the injury.
My hip joint basically it popped out of place and just did a lot of stuff in between. Just tore stuff in between, tore the labrum.
Cartilage and labrum.
There's cartilage. There's a little sliver of the bone, and so gratefully that's all healed. There's nothing in there. It's all me. So just big props to Dr. Smith and Rex and everybody for working with me, and Dan, our trainer. So I'm just really excited.
They say it was similar to Alex Gordon's injury or anything like that from a couple of years ago. I know he had